We are testing some stuff out because, well, I gotta clean a little bit and I also gotta work. I was gonna play video games and I realized I have too much work to finish, so we're not doing that. I do not have the privilege of playing video games right now. So I'm gonna clean up my area so I can start sewing a little bit. Ernie's been learning how to sew, so this area's been a bit of a pigsty. But it's fine because he's learning. Also, I'm no better because I have a habitual habit of just like leaving my stuff here whenever I'm done with a project. I don't clean up after myself. So that's also a problem. Hey, Path, good to see ya. Hey, hey. I have to get work done, so I figured I might as well just do it on stream and talk to you guys while I do it. Because I'm talented like that, so we're gonna make this work. Hey, Icy. Hello, hello, hello. We are sewing dresses today for the Lilies because I tried ordering dresses and it didn't work out. It went horribly wrong. So here we are. I'm going to sew a little bit and we're gonna talk and chat and have a good time. How was everyone's night so far? I bought a little pattern from Etsy that I had to alter because, of course, what is it with freaking Etsy patterns, them not being the sizes they say they are? Like, every time I buy a freaking pattern, it never matches up. So we gotta dart the skirt, through the front of the skirt first. Where is my pedal? There we go. All right. Actually, let's sew the seams first. We'll do that. Grab a skirt. That. Put everything together. How is everyone's night going? Good, but sleepy? I'm sorry. Well, hopefully you get some rest soon, sweetheart. Let's see. There we go. Basically, standard 4-panel skirt. That's not right. There, that's how that goes. Did I pull pieces for another one? I think I did. We have to organize this. Let's just do the bodice first, honestly. Oh, it has been an event. So, as you guys know, I was almost afraid that I broke my resin printer, but thankfully that was not the case. It is working and functional, so we have it going on right now. I had to change the FEP on it, like the plastic, which is always a pain in the ass, but I managed to get it done. All right, first dart. The darts are darting. I'll do that again because that's not going to be a proper dart. Never want to do that. I'm just starting it like that because I have to, because the fabric will go underneath. But you never want to leave that opening there. Like a dart should basically, it should basically seal it off because that's what creates the shape. Otherwise, you could get a hole. But I had to stay stitch it just to get it to work. All right. We are sewing doll clothes today, because I have to get stuff done for It's Just James as well as for the actual like website so I can make money. So that's what we're doing today. Oh, it has just been like non-stop though. Every time I'm about to work, something happens. All right, that's our bodice. It's cute. Little shape bodice to it. Oh, that's actually really nice. I like this fabric. It'll be pretty. My initial idea is to make mermaid dresses, so I'm gonna get them to sew together as much as possible, because you have to sew the tulle onto it before you seal it up. So we're gonna try and do that first. We'll do our darts first. Okay. But I like this pattern because it's very similar to my dress that I make already, like the bullet bra one. So it's all sewing techniques I already do, like little darts for the skirts. That's the skirt back. I don't think this is the same part, but we'll do it anyway. Why not? I made about 3 of these dresses yesterday just to get practice in. And it just so happens I needed the style of dress for a very popular cartoon character that I'm doing for It's Just James. I have, like I already mentioned before, I have 3 other dolls I have to film for after this, the talking head, and put together. But that channel's coming along. I'm happy about it. All right, that's pretty good. Yeah, that is the, those are the sides. Sweet. Okay, let's do the darts on this girl. Darts, 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 darts. And it's stretch fabric, which is if you're starting to sew doll clothes, look into like this sequin, like this metallic stretch fabric, because it's usually dense enough to where it'll just go right through the machine, and you won't have that problem with such small like darts and stuff to where it's gonna sink underneath, like it'll grip it and pull it under. Try out with stretch fabric first, and work your way up to like proper fabric. But especially with stretch fabric, it's always a little bit more forgiving because if it's too small, it stretches. So, things to consider. Always trying to have a garbage can nearby. Especially with sewing. I'm the freaking worst. Like, I will have a whole pile of like rubbish just building and collecting to the point where I look like the old lady from the labyrinth, like in the junkyard. Like, just all bundled around me, around my feet, everywhere. Okay, you get into the back. Knock that off. All right. I'm just using a straight stretch stitch on this because it's doll close, so you don't really need a zigzag or anything. Nothing's that serious. I just want my seams to look clean. That's really all I'm aiming for here. Okay. It's our skirt front. It's pretty. Little darts. I got to put it together. We'll do the skirt first. And this is essentially a very, very simple sheath pattern. If you learn how to do this, you could just about make anything. Because just about every dress for women is based off of this essential pattern. Like, look up a shell sloper. That's essentially what I'm making right now. If you learn how to sew a shell sloper, you can sew anything. Same. Back stitch. Let's do this. I know people were reading me for my little clips, but honestly, baby, I break too many needles with those stupid pins, so I just stopped using them. I got my little clips and they've never looked back. Also gets one of these. They're very sharp, so be careful. Don't chop your fingers off, like I did when I was chopping those bell peppers. All right, we're gonna try and make a habit of trimming our threads beforehand. We'll see if that happens. Marilyn Monroe, shade of Gentleman Prefer Blondes, paint coated. A little bit. It's a shocking pink is what that's called. Like, that side is definitely the color of that dress. This has a little bit of a metallic, like, overlay on it. So it gives off the illusion of sequins. At such a small scale, it'll look like the dress is sequins. That's why I'm using it. Like, when you scale it down for dolls, if you're actually using sequin fabric, gross, it would be such a pain in the ass. Just look into this fabric. Go with the Mattel coating, you know? This is Mattel code for this is sequin fabric. Now, I have sewn a sequin dress, like a red sequin mermaid dress for a doll once, and never again. I will never do that to myself ever again. Just like it broke so many needles and it's such a small scale. Like, even turning it inside out, it was so bulky to a point where on a small scale of a doll, it just didn't even look good. It just looked like, you know, she had a belly. So if I was doing Divine, then sure, but for a Barbie, not really. All right, part of it put together, the skirt pattern. And close it up. That is a proper skirt. Now we just gotta attach it to the bodice. Hopefully I trimmed enough of this away to where it won't cause issue, but we'll see. Oh, I'll show you the pattern before I start. So it's basically a 3-piece pattern. So you got this one that you cut 2 pieces out of, that's the back, and this one you cut on the fold. And then this is the bodice. And some people don't know this, and took me years to figure this out. You can actually cut into the dart and fold it over, and there you have the dart where you can measure it out easily. I used to be an idiot and literally just like mark it through the pattern every single time and try and like use a ruler and shit. Just cut it and fold it. It's like the simplest thing I never would do for years. The thing you don't even think about doing. Because I was told when I went to school for sewing, because I went to school for fashion design, that was the way you were supposed to do it, was to have your pattern laid out, puncture holes with a pencil, and then use your ruler and trace. It's easy, Mozzie. Honestly, just learn. Learn how to do it with stretch fabrics like I'm doing right now. Stretch fabric will be your best friend when you're learning how to sew. I know a lot of people try and scare you off from it, saying it's hard. It's really not. Especially the more like metallic and dense it is, the easier it is to sew. It's the perfect beginner's guide for sewing. I always preach, start with stretch and work your way up. But generally, stretch, you can never go wrong. I even do stretch sequins all the time for my own costumes. Also good to see you, Mozzie. Are you out of town now? Like, did you go on your trip? I know you're heading out for something. Yeah, very gentlemen prefer blondes. If you had a bow in the back, very that. This one's based on the solo and the spotlight pattern. It's not exactly the same though, because that one's like a full dress with like darting down the centers. This one's more of a proper sheath. That's her. Yes, I'm back from Nashville. Oh, so how was it? Did you go to Dollywood or anything fun? Please tell me you did something fun besides work. Just like do a seam here. I'm gonna seam it. Everywhere you look, there's a hem. Oh, Pack, if you're here, can you share on the Discord that I'm live right now, please? I forgot to do that. Just share the link to the live on the Discord for me. Because I'm going off my phone right now. Because it's more kind of impromptu anyway. I wish I went to the Americana Fest and met John C. Reilly. I think I mentioned. Yeah, you did. I remember you told me that. That's super cool though. Was he nice? God, I hope he was nice. Usually those like big macho male comedians, it's kind of hit or miss. You never know what you're gonna get with them. I've met a couple where they're total assholes. All right, there's our hem. I think she's cute. Pretty. Pretty, 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 pretty. I put a seam here. Cool. That's our first little dress. I think she's pretty. All right, we gotta make 4 more of these. Wish me luck. My gosh. Start our dart in the next one. That's so cute. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, it came out pretty good. Again, like with Etsy patterns, like you gotta make a draft first. Like you gotta do a mock-up first and then sew a bunch of shit. Like don't cut out your fabric you actually paid a lot of money for because they are never the right size. It's always a crapshoot with Etsy patterns. Love the shimmer. Thank you. I'm doing pink mermaid dresses for my dolls. Like I'm actually gonna make some more dresses. I used to do it before, but I just like I get lazy. That's really the long story short. Long story short, I'm lazy. But I want to do something, I want to do my big one with this. Do something fancy and pretty. Done, posted. Thank you, Pack. Appreciate it. That way if we want to hang out a little bit, they can. I also have a print going, which is at 49%. Let me see how that's looking. Hopefully it's good because I tried printing this morning and it failed and it devastated me. Like it was a really bad failure. Like literally all I could salvage was a leg. I can't tell yet. Looks like it's moving. We'll see. What kind of machine is this? This one is the Quantum Stylus 9960 from Singer. They sent it to me as PR when I posted that my original one broke. One of the only perks from All Stars is they thought I was famous enough to send PR for a sewing machine, which I very much appreciate because I use it all the time. It's the Juki Note Singer. But it's good. Like, she hasn't crapped down on me yet. Like, she is a beast. On some Project Runway shit. James, as my favorite wig stylist, I have a question. Should I make my Daphne wig a double stack or single? You could probably get away with doing a single because she has that headband. So like, depending on what like way you're doing it, like if you're doing it without the bang, like Sarah Michelle Gellar, you can like push the hair back and have like a bump from the band. If not, you mean, you could always just do it proper with the bang. There's a lot of like, I think Ruby's Costume Company has like a auburn like wig. I forget what it's called. I think it's like a rockabilly wig from Ruby's Costume Company that was pretty good. I used to use it all the time for my friend Veruca's wig back at home in Milwaukee. I styled it a bunch and it was really easy and like a premium costume wig. But that one's perfect for Daphne rather than buying like those cheap ass ones that are like actually licensed by Scooby-Doo. Also, that's one of those characters where I'm pretty sure you probably could find an equivalent somewhere on Amazon, like a orange auburny wig with a bang. I'm sure there's plenty of cosplay outlets that also make that wig. So I mean, just go with your gut. Whatever you think is gonna work best. Whatever aligns best with your budget. Ooh, this one's getting dangerously close to the edge. Uh-oh, what was that? Hopefully I did not get a bundle. Let's see, how did she do? She gathered the tiniest bit, but we're fine. It's fine. This is fine, everything is fine. Our bodice is bodicing. Why does this one look so different? Oh, it is like that. Okay, we're good. We're good, we're good, we're good. We're good, we're good. I love gray in this household. I also picked a separate opaque pink tights so they don't have to shave. I dig that. You know what? That's perfectly fine. If not, just get a bunch of tights that you can double up on. Like, just go to, like, any place where you can get cheap pantyhose. You can never go wrong with pantyhose. Like, double up on those and then put your tights over it. Just make sure you don't get control top because then you'll get, like, that line, like a Spanx line. And that's never fun. I used to have that all the time when I was starting drag because, like, that's all that would ever be left at CVS or Walgreens when I had to get them last minute. All right, I'm gonna go grab a doll so I can see how she fits. So just stare at the sewing machine for a little bit. I'm gonna grab a doll. Boy, you get to see something fun. This is one of the dolls I was contemplating on keeping, but since I love money too much, I'm probably gonna sell it. But yeah, I love the skin color on this one. It's one of my Misties. So let's see how the tops are looking so far. That's really the make or break on this. I feel like she's gonna fit. Yeah, I think I'll be fine. She's gonna be serving some cleavage though. Holy, I might have to put a strap or something on to keep that top up. But I think it's pretty good. See the whole package. Oh yeah, once I seam it, she'll be pretty good. Yeah, it's gonna look cute. I'm not worried. Yeah, I think it's cute. That's one thing I don't like about some of these dresses is something that bulks up in this section. This is gets pretty skin tight, which I like. I threw in a maybe do a stack and half for the Daphne wig. I mean, we'll see. She reminds me of the Hong Kong Lily dolls. Thank you. Her body is very, very close to it. Probably the closest I can get. But she was scanned by a friend of mine, so I thank him for that. Like, a labor of love to get that thing made. All right, let's see. Let's continue, shall we? That there. More darting. Let's see what's happening. Can she kick into a walking pose? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean by that. Explain yourself. She's really posing now. She can sit. That's about the most dynamic thing her like articulation can do. But I'm also not really big on articulation. Because I'm, like I said before, I'm lazy. I'm not doing all that stringing. I'm not doing all that. Fussing out all those balls. Fuck that. All those ball joints. Oh, the dart on this one's a little longer than the other. Shit. That's going to be showing on the front, too, so we got to make that one a little shorter and longer. Let's see. We'll do this. We'll just extend it a little bit. Who's going to know? There. Now they're both long. Perfect. I just don't like when it looks weird like that. Like, especially in the front. In the back, I don't care if a dart's longer than the other, but the front, people are going to notice. All right. That's... Are anybody here, like, dabbling in sewing or does sew? I'm dying to know, like, are there some potential designers in the chat right now? Because this is honestly my favorite part, is sitting in front of the machine and actually sewing. Very rare occurrence in sewing. Is the textile stretchy? Yes, it is stretch fabric. Hello, Katie. How are you? How are the kids? Yeah, I have a nasty, like, zit right here that I just popped, and I don't feel like infecting it with makeup, so I'm taking a break on my face for a second. But I will definitely be in drag very shortly, don't you worry. It will happen. It can and it will happen. It's just, I couldn't bring myself to set all the shit up and get on drag and everything. It's just a lot, and I have a lot of work to finish. Okay, there's our skirts. Let's put them together. Oh, that's wrong. Put your pieces together right, first of all. I almost sewed it to the wrong side. Okay. Alright. Let's put that together. Together. Also, what works in your benefit with fabric like this, when it has like the metallic stuff on it, is that it'll stick to itself, which is very useful. Like, not a lot, but it'll give it enough grip to the to the wrong side of the fabric, so you don't have to worry about it sliding around everywhere, which I also like. Let's trim our strays. Catching no strays on this stream. Thoughts? I missed my chance for you. Might be bringing back video games. Yes, we will. It is gonna happen eventually. We're working towards it. Let's see. I just didn't want to get in drag today. I mentioned it before, like my skin hurts, so I don't want to. I gotta figure out a day to like maybe space it out, like not do Thrilling Thursday right after Wig Wednesday, just because it's too much for my face to do when I have to like get in drag so many other times during the week. I love when you play spooky games. Well, it'll happen again because I want to play Clock Tower because I just found out they have it on PS4 shop. So I want to buy it and play that. Because I'd never played it and I always wanted to. And it's basically like, in case you haven't heard of it, Mozzie, it's like, was on the Super Nintendo, but it was like one of the first survival horror, like, basically you're surviving a serial killer, like the slasher chasing you around a house. And it's lots of puzzles. And also like a really violent Nancy Drew game where you have to like point and click and figure out things. Get all the clues, solve the mystery. Try and keep your friends alive. Can you imagine trying to use sewing machine with acrylic nails? I remember my first video, I was doing that like an idiot. I used to play Silent Hill on PS1 too. I haven't seen Silent Hill on their shop. Or maybe I haven't looked for it. Also, it's one of those games I never quite got there like very much into because it's really fucking gray. Like that is a gray ass game. And I like Resident Evil because it's campy and colorful. Silent Hill is really fucking gray, and a game I played had like some boring male protagonist. Are there strong female leads in Silent Hill? I'm not exactly sure. Am I missing out on something here? All right, it's our skirt. Oh yeah. Oh yes. That will be beautiful. We actually can probably move this up a little more, so let's do that. We actually don't need all that, so let's do that. My kids like playing. They're in space and the planets keep exploding. It's awfully violent. How lovely. Well, that's nice. Okay, is that? Oh, what happened here? Why is this skirt so long? What is going on? Oh, okay, I see now. I see what I did there. Alright, never mind. Never mind. Lost my frickin' mind for a second there. Yeah, we're fine. Alright, let's see what happened here. Oh, is there a hole here? What happened? Oh, it just dropped a little bit of a stitch. We're fine though. We'll be okay. Let's see. Stretch it down a little bit. There we go. I think she'll work. Yeah, she'll be fine. Pretty. We gotta do a strap. I think the mermaid tail is really gonna like sell it, like the big poofy fishtail on it. That's 2 dresses down. All right, let's see how fast I can sew 4 dresses within the hour. Hopefully I can get them all done within an hour. I managed to sew 2 in like 5 minutes, so I guess if I didn't have to talk, it might go faster. Let's see. That's... Okay. You know what we haven't done in a while? We haven't done a watch party on Discord. Like, we haven't done that in a while. I feel like the last thing I remember you guys watching was like, it's like Kiki's Delivery Service or something. Spirited Away, that's what it was. We gotta find a show we're all watching and watch that. Maybe the finale of Project Runway. We can watch it together. Because I just canceled Disney Plus, so I need to use someone else's. We'll get Sponge on it. Do you have any Fashion Avenue packs from the late 90s, or is that past your collecting time? It's a little past my collecting time. I had one that I sold on one of my Lilies. It was like a one that came with a collector thing, but like it was like a black dress with a pink purse. It looked kind of witchy, so it worked for the Lily I sold. But yeah, not really my thing. I use a lot of their patterns because they fit a lot of the dolls I make. Like, they're pretty general. Whereas like the vintage patterns are very like specific and usually have pointy tits. They're a little more versatile than 90s ones. But no, I don't collect them. I don't really dig Barbie from the late 90s. It was never really my thing. So, let's get bustiers up. Looks good. So far, so good. Let's do our dress. Let's see. I canceled mine too. See, yeah. Had to. Also, like, it was a very freeing experience because that shit was like $15 a month. I'm like, what am I paying for? I only watch Sailor Moon on this thing. I'll just get freaking Crunchyroll. I'm like, literally Sailor Moon I could live without because I have so many friends that have the box sets where I could just borrow that. Because, like, I don't like Disney movies, so there's really no point in me having, like, Disney Plus, and I don't like superhero movies. And they're not doing another season of Agatha, so I really don't need it. With Fashion Avenue, certain fashions would have modified to fit your body since they would be chosen what body would fit on. It was either basically a belly button body or a Shani body. What's a belly button body? Is that the like the later ones? Like where the boobs got smaller and the waist got smaller too, and like really big hips. I feel like that was my generation of Barbie. Like when I was old enough to really know what I was playing with. And like before that was like my sister's generation. Barbie with the bangs. The iconic like Barbie with the bangs and the pink lips. That one. Ah, okay, yes. I know exactly what you're talking about then. The beachy body one, where everyone has body like Demi Moore from Charlie's Angels 2. Okay. The Shani body was basically modified twist and turn body with more busum shape. Oh. Oh, I know which one. Like the 80s and 90s one where they have like arms like that and they usually like molded on underwear. Like the white Barbie underwear. It looks more robotic than anything. I think this is running out. Let's change our bobbin quick before it becomes a problem. All right, rethread our bobbin. Oh, thank God, it's one with the holes. All right, let's do that. All right. See what I missed in the chat so far. You're having a spa day right now, John? Let's see. James, pick a day off and have a spa day with a facial mask and doll crafting, maybe gummy and red wine. I can't do the gummy on stream, but I probably could like, get away with red wine if I just say it's soda or something. I don't think you're allowed to do anything like that on stream. Like, you'll get in trouble for it. Also, I don't really like gummies. I don't really smoke or drink. It's not really my thing. Okay, so just between you guys, since it's just us, we're a small crowd, I got the most unhinged like DM request in my Instagram today, where it was a local shop that is like one of those like head shops that sells like vapes and shit. But that's like a trend now with them. They sell Labubu. But yeah, the way of them like pitching their idea to me was like they wanted to pay me in one Labubu for like a bunch of posts and like a dedicated video and everything. I'm just like, okay, I understand it's rough out there, but I am not yet working for Labubus. It was a little insulting. Like, what is this? Who do you think I am? Yeah, I was like blown away by it. It was like very, you gotta admire their moxie, but have a little more tact. That's all I'm gonna say. It's like, especially, it's like, you should know better than to come to me with that kind of offer. Although a little part of me was wondering, just like, I wonder if they'll give me a case. But it was audacious for sure. Audacious, ostentatious, the nerve, the cheek, the gumption. The severe lack in tact. It's almost like getting paid with exposure. Yeah, I have not once yet paid my bills with exposure. Anyone that wants you to do that shit is just trying to rip you off. Do not drink that Kool-Aid, honey. If they can afford to put on a show, they can afford to pay you. Pay you something. Now, have I done my share of charity shows? Yes. Very, very beginnings of my career were mostly charity shows that I would do and get booked for. But that's also just stuff to cut your teeth on. You don't stay doing it. You should make your own Cher doll. It could happen. I do love me some Cher. I could put her on the docket. I'm more focused on like fictional characters at the moment than I am like celebrities. If I do any celebrity, it might be Selena. because I always wanted to see like a doll form of like the red outfit with the like the beading and the white. The Tahano Awards outfit. I'd like to see that in doll form. I think that'd be pretty. But alas, I am not in a huge hurry to make any celebrity dolls. Thank you. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Again, it's down the line because like it would fit, it would slot in the aesthetic of this doll anyway. It'd be very easy to do, and I think it would just look cool, and like the style of doll I like to make. Because I'm sure it's one of those outfits that probably would have ended up on her doll line had she not died. Because just about every outfit got made, except that one. All right, that dress is good. Wait, I didn't hem the bottom. Let's finish the bottom. Did you say before that you're gonna make a gem doll? Maybe. She might already be done. I just have to film a talking head for it. I'm very, very pleased with how that might have come out because I actually had to style hair for it. We also faced a lot of hurdles making it. Had to have a serious talk to myself when it came to like pattern making and sewing and knowing what materials I can and can't work with. Especially when it comes to a small doll scale. That's 3 dresses down. How many more we got? Oh, just 2 more. We're doing really good. We're making really good time. I'm not in like a hurry or anything. I would love to see a doll-sized Nude Illusion dress with mini rhinestones. A very special friend of ours might be doing something like that very soon. Well, eventually, if they ever fucking get around to it. Because they have a lot of other dolls they're working on at the moment. I'll tell you this right now, as lovely as that sounds, you will not catch my ass with a fucking tiny little rhinestone wand, putting all those onto a little small doll canvas body. You will not catch me doing that. The most I will do is stone the Selena bra and belt. But until these dolls start paying rent, it ain't happening. You're excited. I'll tell him you verbalized his name. He'll love that. I was supposed to hang out with him, but he's like locked in because he's finishing a doll that's very, very involved. Of his own making, by the way. It didn't have to be that hard. He made it that hard. As he tends to do. I'm always the one where I'm just like, baby, you don't know the definition of whatever shows goes. Like, if no one's gonna see it, I ain't doing it. Oh, that one's really pointy. Damn, look at the ball. Okay, that one came out. What did I do differently? Okay, I just sewed it closer to the tip. Wow, that's really pointy. All right, let's keep it up. Hem it. Get a hem. Give it a little hem. Lovely. Oh, one thing I learned the other day is like I'm always surprised by like what queens are big doll collectors, but I had no idea were. Like I guess Raven collects dolls. I didn't know that. She bought one of my friend's Lily's not too long ago. Like my friend makes his Greta dolls, Patrick. He sold one to Raven, which I thought was super cool. Sonique collects gem dolls. Did not know that. She's got a huge collection of gem dolls, even like the really expensive, pretty, like integrity ones. Yeah, that's pretty good. Looks pretty good. All right, Boustier's done. Hell, I could stone a dress for you. I have free time. I'd appreciate that. If I have a proper way to like send it to you, I will definitely send you a dress if it needs that kind of embellishment. I even went so far to ask Hexgen for like one of his dress people, just because like I was tempted to outsource a few things and just realized, you know what, we're just gonna try and do it. Because I'm one, lazy, and two, also cheap. Hey BKZ, good to see ya. You haven't missed anything. We're just sitting here sewing dolls and talking shit. Jewel collects dolls. She also interacts with doll. Oh, really? Doll Twitter? Yeah, that's one thing I'm not involved on because I'm not on Twitter. I'm sure I'd be so toxic in doll Twitter. So it's probably a good thing I'm not there. I understand it's very cutthroat there. Yeah, I got off Twitter the second Elon Musk bought it. Let's see. That's... All right. Beautiful, beautiful, and beautiful. I've been thinking of starting to sew and design my own clothes and make my own drag. I've never done it before, so any chance, the best advice you give for a beginner sewer? Learn the zigzag stitch setting on your sewing machine and start with stretch fabrics. Preferably like the denser stretch fabrics that hold their shape a little bit more. That's gonna be your best friend. But like these like patternized like metallic ones are so easy to sew. And they come in so many different colors and patterns that you can create a variety of outfits and learn simple shit. Especially with stretch fabric, you could literally trace yourself and then sew that and you have a pattern. Like you could literally trace a dress around you and just sew up the sides. And everything else will come with time. Like sewing zippers and all that other stuff. Also, I mentioned it before earlier on this stream, look up shell or sloper patterns and find out what your sizing is. Like measure yourself, get measurements, look up a YouTube video if you don't know how to do it. It's really easy. Measure yourself, especially with the bra and pads on, if you plan to wear either, and look up a sloper pattern based on your measurements, and that's going to tell you your dress size. And you can basically have all this knowledge beforehand when you start to shop for yourself. But a sloper pattern is the best thing to do because with that pattern, like I mentioned before, you can make just about everything from it because it's formed to your body. So you get sleeves, you get like a pattern dress, you can cut around and shit. There's plenty of things to do with that. You can take it basically anywhere. And if you're wondering what the pattern's for, a sloper pattern is initially designed to go over a dress form so it has your measurements. But drag queens and everyone else use them just to create patterns, especially people that wear skin tight clothes like us. That's what you do. But no, definitely start with stretch materials. I know a lot of like people will say don't, but I say do. It's way easier. This thread got too hot. Yep, it frayed. Look how hot that got. I've been sewing too much. All right, let's let her cool down a little bit. She's like, bitch, what do you got me doing? The machine self-threads, and it's lovely when it actually does it. When it works, it's lovely. All right, that was lucky. It literally stopped sewing right at the edge, like right at the end. The thread ran out right at the perfect spot. All right. All right, let's see how our girl is doing. I have a doll printing as I do this. All right, I see supports. I see body parts. Hopefully nothing falls off into the vat because I just changed the freaking film. So we shouldn't have that problem. Everything should work out great. That's all I'm saying. And as soon as we finish here, I will jump off stream and take the dog out because I'm pretty sure he hates me right now. But I couldn't take him out because it's raining. So I'm kind of dreading it. James, have you seen that one color change Barbie, that fairy that recently released with the posed legs? I got one and rebodied her. I have not. I don't follow a lot of like modern Barbie because I don't like their designs and I don't like the way they look. I'm kind of a stickler for the old design. Call me, I go into old man yells at cloud mode really quickly when it comes to Mattel. Although I did see the new Day of the Dead Barbies and those are pretty. Those look really nice. I'm almost tempted to get them. At least the Ken, because he has a really cute mariachi outfit. So at the very least, I'll get him. Am I not darting these wide enough? Whatever. I don't care. As long as your fabrics and pinned are clipped together and weighed down, you should be all right. What happened? What was the question? Let me see what I missed. And velvets and velveteens, right, ghoul friend? I mean, velvets are pretty good. My only problem with velvet is, like, depending on what color you get, they fucking stain. Like, you'll get rub off of dye from it. Like, if it's black velvet or red or anything like that, even blue, it has a tendency to stain. So just make sure you test that beforehand because you might get bleeding from it. Especially the cheaper velvets, they bleed a lot. I have one black velvet dress I made for drag brunch where I wore it during like a group number, and I came back looking like I robbed a bank. Like a dye package just exploded all over me. Like my arms and shit were all covered with black ink from the dye from the fabric. Just like my body heating up and just like the color coming off on me. It's also something I started thinking about after I was on All Stars, because like Jimbo went to school for like costume design. Like he was a costume designer for years, and like he was telling me about things that you're supposed to factor in when it comes to costume design, especially for stage and theater, where it's like how fabric reacts when the body heats up should be something you think about. Like your designer should also think about that. Like there's certain fashion fabrics that are just no-goes for drag, and certain kind of designs and styles that you can't do, and certain zippers that just won't work. It was very fascinating. It's like stuff I never really thought about because I was just used to like whatever's cheap and I can get. The very technical aspect of it. But I gained a certain level of respect. Like, damn, you take this like really seriously. Once I finish re-knitting this cardigan, I'm going to try knitting some Labubu cardigans from a free pattern. Ooh, do it. Do it, do it, do it. I don't have the patience for knitting. I have started learning shibari, which is different. It's similar to knitting as far as like making patterns go. That's something I always want to learn how to do. I learned how to make a star. Bianca, yeah, she worked for the opera. She was in the wig department, but yeah, she's a costume designer too, for like productions and shit. Very much so. Oh, uh-oh, that happened. I should have saw that coming. Okay. Whoops! Got too close to the edge. It went under. How's our bobbin looking? Is our bobbin trash right now? Ooh, gross. We have a nest. Damn. The machine's getting stressed because I had it on too long. Hopefully I can get enough out to where the seam will cover it when I eventually sew it together. Both, ghoul friend. But both can be true. But no, it's for the art form. I want to start doing like artsy photos with my friends. I have a lot of friends that similarly do it and like do it at like a really skillful level. No. No, no, no. Not Ernie. It's more for the art, if anything. I want to start doing like very artsy photos with my friends. Oh, that reminds me, speaking of dolls. I keep getting an ad because I was looking at patterns, right? I keep getting an ad for a doll called like a dojo doll. And I was like, I'm just gonna fucking message them, why not? I messaged them on a whim and like they actually bit and sent me a doll. So I'll probably be talking about that and It's Just James and I do like a whole video on gay dolls or gay themed dolls or crazy dolls. Because yeah, they sent me it and you have to like assemble it and everything. It's like, Jesus Christ. It's literally just like a rag doll with some boning in it. Nothing too crazy. Gorge. Hey, y'all. Am I getting a message? Who's texting me? I can't really tell. I cannot see my messages. That is not something I can do. I have to go grab my other phone. Cool. No, there's not. It's not like a gay Billy doll. It's literally just like a big rag doll. Like the point of it is just like get the joints. That's about it. Like arms and legs. I even like opened it up fully to see which one they sent me. I think they just sent me like one that's like a torso. Where it almost looks like one of those body pillows for girls that like are lonely without their boyfriends. Hey there, my sweet vanilla gorilla, my chunky... What the fuck? What kind of whack bars? There. Damn, I was getting like doll thigh comments for a second there. That's like some shit that ends up in his chat. That was crazy. Okay, that might be too low, but we're here now. On that note, I'm gonna go grab my other phone to see who's texting me, see if I'm missing anything vital. Probably not. Boy, wouldn't you know it's fucking raining again. Hard, too. The weather said it wasn't gonna rain. So now I can't print after this. It's so annoying. Hopefully it doesn't affect my print. Hopefully it's not too wet. It'd be so annoying. The print looks like it's fine, though. Alright, who's texting me? Alright. Cute. Alright. Here we are. Let's sew. We're almost done. We are our last dress so far. Puff is gonna hate me tonight because I haven't taken him out yet. When I do, it's gonna be raining. He's gonna be so pissed. He's one of those dogs, like, I'll take him out and it'll be raining out. He'll look back and be like, what the fuck is this? Oh, that's wrong. Is that wrong? Yep, that's wrong. Pull up, abort. There we go. I got distracted and almost sewed on the wrong side. That's the curve. The line across the curve. Yep, there we go. Boy, Ernie, I'm live. Say hi to Ernie. He's texting me right now. An umbrella for Puff. He would not wear it. He doesn't do any accessories of any kind, even if it's like vital for his survival. Oh, and another thing about him, since we're on the topic of Puff being trifling, the other day, we passed by the maintenance man, and the maintenance guy is like this older, like 40-something-year-old bear, right? Puff immediately runs up to him, like, demands, like, snuggles, and then tries to jump in the guy's golf cart and leave with him. Like, he has no survival instincts. Like, he literally was just about to leave us. He was about to risk it all for this man. I was so insulted. Like, he really just saw blue eyes and thought, this is it. All right. No, I mean, umbrella, you hold and Puff takes advantage of it. Yeah. And the audacity. Yes, thank you. Thank you for being on my side about this. Yeah, literally would have just left us. Excuse you. What? What are we doing here? She is being so sassy right now, this sewing machine. Trying to drop stitches and shit. Knock that off. All right. Let's see. He loved me. I have blue eyes that look gray. Okay, Katie. Don't come for my dog now. Katie over here having designs on Puff. Okay. Cute, 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 cute. Let's put that together, and this is the last dress. So the hangout ends pretty soon. I'm sorry, guys. All right, round of celebration for a stream where I did a activity where very little went wrong. Almost next to nothing went wrong this stream. I mean, we're dropping a few stitches, but again, like, it's gonna happen. For the most part, everything's going exactly according to plan. Knocking on wood. Like a house fire doesn't fucking start or something. Thank God this print is almost done too, because I literally just want to like take my printer back inside now that it's raining. James, use a washcloth to help remove your makeup. I just use Neutrogena wipes. The lid's all I use. I have the Patrick Star once, like one face or whatever it's called. He gave me that red makeup remover spray, which I've been using that a little bit because I have it. But I probably won't buy it again because it's expensive. And I have to wait for it. One size. Once it actually ends up in stores, then I'll buy it. Probably know what it probably is, and I just don't know. It's been forever since I shopped inside like a Sephora or something. I don't really perform anymore, so it's like I only get in drag for YouTube. All right. That's our last of the dresses. Then I have to go to the storage unit and get the stuff for the fishtails. But I think they came out pretty good. I think it'll be nice enough to sell. Give her a nice little like illusion. Again, this is just the base. But yeah, that is all of our dresses. We made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 dresses. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I understand it's kind of sucks it wasn't a Thrilling Thursday, but look, I did my best, all right? I'm doing what I can. My face hurts and I just didn't want to get in drag, but no, I love you, and I made a point to hang out with you guys. So let's do this again sometime. I will see you guys again shortly. Those of you that hung around since the very beginning, I thank you, thank you, thank you. It's been fun, nice just catching up and just relaxing for a little bit. But yeah, take care of yourselves, have a good rest of your night. I gotta figure out what dinner is, and also hope and pray that this machine doesn't get fucked up from the rain. I'm gonna go check outside and make sure the patio doesn't have any rain and water on it. That's what I'm most concerned about. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon, okay? Bye!